welcome to Shanrae's Cooking with Aunt Sharon. And we're so glad to have you on this evening with this brief 30-minute segment, 30-minute or less segment. And without further ado, I want to introduce you all to my Aunt Sharon. Aunt Sharon?
Hi, yes, hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Oh, it's a pleasure just to be here, to be able to share with you just some of my favorite dishes and to go step by step and go through with it and to be cooking with my niece. And we're looking to have a good time.
Okay, Aunt Sharon, without further ado, do you want to tell the audience what we're going to cook this evening?
Yes, tonight we're going to be preparing turkey wings. We're going to be making it two ways. We're going to be making smothered turkey wings and also baked turkey wings.
Okay,
And let's get started.
all right, here we go. Here we go. So we have pre-prepped our food for this evening, and I'm actually following my Aunt Sharon's instructions. I have never really been the type of I can cook, but I've always struggled with making a really good baked turkey wing. And I was discussing this with my Aunt Sharon, and she said, "Well, let's do this. Let's cook this together, and I'll show you how I make mine." So we're going to be doing Aunt Sharon's famous baked turkey wings, and like she said, we're going to do it two ways on this evening. So I'm ready.
All right. First, we're going to do our prepare our baked turkey wings. And to start with that, of course, um, we're going to our preparation is that of course we know we wash and clean our turkey wings, and also then with the baked turkey wings we pot boil those first for about an hour so that we can get the seasonings, and we season our pot and get the seasonings in the meat, and then for after about an hour we take them out and we place them in the pan. Then the secret to that is that with the pan, I like to start off with placing the seasoning in the bottom of my pan. So in the bottom of our pan, before we put in the turkey wings, we put our garlic powder, okay, our onion powder, okay, salt, just a little, because I'm not a salt eater, but I know some people like to taste salt, just a little salt.
Yes, I'm not a salt eater as well. So I just put just a dash of
Y-
salt,
Yes, black pepper.
black pepper. Here we go.
Yes. And then we have garlic and herb seasonings, which give our food a very good flavor. So a little of the garlic and herb seasoning, a little chopped onion.
I didn't chop any onion, but I will do a little bit extra onion powder.
Mm, okay, Mrs. Dash.
Okay. And I use the Mrs. Dash herb and garlic seasoning, so that's what I put in already.
Okay. And a little, if you can, like I said, a little accent. If we really like to bring out the flavor in our food, so we put some accent.
Okay, accent. This is my first time cooking with accent. I do remember Nana, which is
Hmm.
my grandmother, my father's mother, her mother. I remember seeing Nana cook with accent, but I never. This is my first time, so I can't wait to taste this.
Yeah, she's the one that got me started with the accent. I used to see the commercial wakes up the flavor of food, but I tried it in her food, it really does a good job with bringing out the flavor in your food, and you just need a little, not much. Next, we'll move on to a little of the Lowry,
Okay. Well, I'm going to, I put a taste of the Lowry seasoning in.
just to taste.
I'll do
Yes,
a taste because, I try to stay away from salt.
yes, just a
This
little,
is,
just a
but
little.
I'm following your instructions. I trust you.
Yes, just a little, just because it gives a distinctive taste. And then last but not least, just a little bit of the adobo.
A little of the adobo. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. And that's all purpose seasoning.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And you all of that goes in your pot and also in the bottom of the pan. So you
Right.
boil it
Okay.
for you boil it first, boil the turkey wings for an hour with those seasonings.
All right. And I did that. I followed your instructions earlier, and I pre-seasoned my pot and pre-boiled my turkey wings. So, what is our next step?
The next step is that we put them, we'll take when we take them out and put them in the pan, put them in the pan on top of
Okay.
the seasonings. And
All
with
right.
this and the same seasonings that you just used, okay, we put it in the bottom. We just want to put a little on the top. No, with this. I'm sorry. With this, we just want to put a little of the Lipton onion soup mix on top of it.
On top of the water or in the pan?
In the pan, in the pan that you placed your turkey wings in to go into the oven.
All right. So I do
You,
have my Lipton onion soup. I do have that.
okay, you just want a little. You want to shed a little over that.
Just a little bit in the pan. Okay. And
Yes,
that's all I
ma'am.
have in here because I used a little of this earlier.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
do that just a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause right now and I'm going to bring this over closer to the camera so the camera can see what our pre-seasoned pot looks like with the seasoning
Yeah.
on the bottom. So
Mm,
I hope that you all can see this. And this is what Aunt Sharon is talking about. Okay.
yeah.
So what is our next step?
Okay, the next step is to place the turkey wings in on top of the seasoning.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, be very careful. Well, those of you all
Mhm.
that are used to cooking, you all know that. To
Yeah.
be very careful. Now, I did ask Aunt Sharon prior to pre-preparing this to make sure. I wanted to make sure how long I actually boiled the turkey wings and the turkey leg because sometimes we can boil it and and the meat starts to fall off the bone. So, Sharon, you said just give it exactly 1 hour to boil, right?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you mentioned that because yes, it is important that we don't overcook them because you don't want it falling off in the pot. What you do with all of that seasoning, when you can really smell the seasonings in that pot, then you know that they're ready.
All right, so Aunt Sharon, I've already taken the pre-boiled turkey wings out, and I put my pot to the side. Um, and I want to show the audience what it looks like after it's been pot boiled before we get to our next step. Can you all see
Mm,
that? Aunt Sharon,
mm.
do you have yours?
Yes, I do. What it should look like after you've taken them out of the pot for boiling for an hour.
Okay.
And and so, okay,
And what is
they
our
look
next
like
step
they're
from
done.
there?
I'm sorry.
Our next step from there?
Then what we do is that we take a little of the Lipton onion soup mix and sprinkle it on top of it, and then about two to three cups of the chicken broth. We're going to use chicken broth to be our water base down the bottom so they don't dry out while they're in the oven and stick and mess up. So we need a little liquid, but instead of water, we'll be using chicken broth. And so tonight we used just 2 cups, 2 cups of the chicken broth and poured it over. And now we're ready to cover them up and they're ready to go into the oven.
Well, I'm
They're
gonna
ready.
in a few minutes because I'm moving a lot slower than you. So
Oh, okay.
you
That's
said
okay.
two
That's
cups.
okay.
So 2 cups of the chicken broth.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, here's one cup,
Yes.
and this is the second cup.
And if it looks like has to look like this. It's not overwhelming the turkey with you, but just enough. Look like plenty. There's plenty of water in there, plenty of liquid, so that if you cook it for about another hour or so, an hour to an hour and a half, it will make a nice gravy.
Okay, I'm gonna put another half a cup of stock in mine.
Okay.
Um, and then I'm gonna, because my stove is already on, and so
Yes.
it's nice and hot.
Nice. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it's gonna absorb very quickly. All
Yes.
right.
Okay. And so we can put that to the side.
I wanted to show the audience what it looks like with
Yes.
the stock in it. Can you all see that, or can you see that?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
that
that's
looks
good.
good. Yes,
All
ma'am,
right.
that's good.
So I have my aluminum for you. You said wrap it tight.
Yes. Seal it tight with your aluminum foil.
All right. And you know what? I'm gonna do a double. I'm gonna do an old school double wrap. You know how they put two? They
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Double secure it. That's it.
That's right. Like you said, seal it tight.
Yes,
And I have these long nails, so sometimes they get in my way, but it's okay.
yes,
All right. So
yes,
these are the pot boiled wings, and we're preparing these and getting these ready to go into the oven.
yes,
Okay, so you said you was going to show us two different ways
yes.
to cook for our wings on today. So I already baked mine upon your description and your instruction earlier. So I'm
Yes.
gonna let you take it over from here.
Okay, all right. So, with these, it's basically the seasoning the same way. We use the same seasoning we use with the pot boiled turkey wings, except we start off with the seasoning in the bottom, and then after we put the seasoning in the pan, we place our turkey wings or turkey legs, whatever you're cooking, in the pan, and then you season it on top. And again, we're using garlic and herb seasoning. So we just shake that on. And then we're using the Mrs. Dash.
And I'm going to show you said garlic and the garlic and herb. All right, so I'm
Yes,
going to
yes.
bring it over and show the camera. She said garlic and herb. What was the other one
And
you said? That's
Mrs.
Mrs.
Dash.
Dash garlic and herb. That's what I have.
Okay,
And
well,
what was
you
the
got the
next
two
one?
in one. That's the two in one. Yes.
I have the 2 in 1. And the next
Now
one,
black pepper.
and okay, black pepper. Here we go. Black pepper.
Okay. Next is the garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
Yes. Next, I have chopped onions.
Okay.
I like to use onion powder, but I did not was not able to get in. The stores in my area were all sold out. So we're substituting, we're using the chopped onions.
Okay, and I have got onion powder.
Yes.
Okay.
But we don't need much of it because we are using the Lipton onion soup mix, which gives a nice oniony flavor as well.
Okay.
N- Next is a little adobo, a very little, because again, this is just for the enhancement of the flavor, not the salt.
Right.
Next, we're going to put in a little accent.
Again, this is to me. I call it old school seasoning. Old school seasoning. I watched Nana use this growing up, and this is my first time. I can't wait to taste it.
Oh boy, it's. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Next, we're going to put on, which is the Lowry, just a little again because that's a little salty, but it's the flavor of the seasoning that we're using. And
You're
last but
using
not least,
Lowry's. I'm using Body Up, but it's the same thing.
that's okay. Okay, and then we have the adobo, Goya Sazon. I'm sorry, it's the Goya Sazon.
Oh, the Sazon. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
yes, yes.
Okay, just a little. And then last but not least is the onion soup mix. We sprinkle it on top and around in the pot itself,
Okay.
around the season. I'm sorry, I said last but not least, but we're making smothered turkey wings,
Yes, we
and
are.
so to make it, in order to make it the smother, we have to make a gravy, and we're making
Okay.
it with the cream of mushroom soup is what we're going to use to make this gravy. So what we do with that, well, you can put it right on, but I like to make my gravy smooth. So what I do is I empty the contents of the can in a saucepan, and then after I empty it, I put a cup of the chicken broth in it on a low flame or low heat so that it can smooth out or cream itself out.
So you said 1 cup of the chicken broth.
Yes, ma'am.
So you add 1 cup of that in the pot with the cream of mushroom. You cook it just as enough just to smooth it out to cream it out.
That's
All right.
just yes, because you want it to cook together with your turkey wings. You don't want it overcooked.
Right.
Okay, and when it's finished or when it's ready, this is the way that it will look.
Yes. Okay. I did it the right way.
Yes,
Yay! I
yes,
did it right. Mine looked just like that too earlier.
that's yes, yes, that's it. That's the way to do it. And so then, with this, now you just pour it over the
Okay.
turkey wing, and cover it as much as you can with the turkey, and then you can kind of like shimmy the pan so that we can cover it. Try to get all parts of the turkey covered with the sauce.
Can you show us
That
what
smells
it looks like?
delicious. I'm sorry.
Can you show us what it looks like?
Yes, ma'am. Can we see that?
Yes, that actually looks really good. Wow.
Really good, really
It looks
good.
very good.
And it smells delicious. Oh boy, it
I
smells
know it
so good.
does. I know it does.
Okay. And so now we're ready to cover it up, to cover this up tightly with the aluminum foil as it's ready
Okay.
to go into the oven.
All right. I'm gonna go on and put my pot oil turkey wings into the
Oh,
oven right now.
there we go.
All right.
Okay. Doesn't that look delicious?
Is that already cooked? Is that one already cooked?
No, this is not. This is going in raw. And so with this goes into the oven, and you have to cook it for at least 2 hours before you check it. Let
Okay,
it
so
cook.
I'll put the timer on. All right.
Okay, and the temperature for the oven is 350. But that, as I explained to Shanrae earlier, it varies. Everybody ovens varies, and so I will be cooking it in an electric oven. And so 350 is a good temperature for me to cook this. But each and every one of you, you know your ovens, and you know what is a regulated or a good temperature degree to cook your food in on the oven, because you don't want to cook it too fast and you don't want to cook it too slow.
Okay.
All right. So that is within the preparation of our smothered turkey and our baked turkey wings. So are ready to place them in the oven.
All right. So
Beautiful.
I wanted to talk to the audience and tell you all about the sides that I chose to go with my turkey to feed my family on this evening. Um, but before I get into it, Aunt Sharon, what sides are you going to cook with yours, or have you already prepared for your
Well,
to go with your turkey wings?
okay, for my side, what I prepared, I made because I'm making smothered turkey wings. And with a gravy, I made rice. I am a rice eater, so I made a pot of rice to drench with the gravy when the turkey wings are done.
I'm a
And for
rice
my
eater too. I'm a rice eater. So,
and my vegetable is I chose green peas as my
okay,
vegetable to go along with that. And
okay.
also instead of cornbread, I made biscuits.
Oh, that's nice to sop up the gravy. See,
Yeah.
that's what I really wanted. That's what I wanted to do this evening is to make that. I mean, because turkey, you have to have traditional turkey. You have to have your rice. You have to have the right sides to go with it. But I chose a lighter option, which is still going to
Okay.
be okay. It's not what Aunt Sharon is making, but I chose to make some roasted asparagus, and I seasoned that
Mm-hmm.
my asparagus with little cherry plum tomatoes, and
Mm-hmm.
so I roasted that, and I put a little black pepper, and I also use Goya Sazon the vegetable seasoning, and so I
Mm.
always a lot of times, no, all of the time, basically, I season my vegetables with this. So I made my asparagus and plum tomato mixture. I put that in one pan, and then I made some stuffed mushrooms stuffed with cheese. So
Ooh.
yeah, so with that, so that'll give me kind of like a starchy, if you want to trick yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the rice, but it still has a texture to it, that's like a starchy texture. But I made a lighter choice because I'm always on my, fitness journey.
Mm-hmm.
Those that follow me, I have my fitness journey routine that I'm doing. I've actually picked up 30 pounds, guys,
Okay.
post me losing my mom. I lost my mom in
Yeah.
October, and so it's been a little rough. But I did
Yeah.
pick up 30 pounds.
Yeah.
But I'm back on my total body fitness healing journey. So I wanted to kind of have the turkey dinner, but with a little
Mhm.
lighter option. But Cherie, really, what I wanted to do was what I'm sharing with my rice and my biscuit and everything like that. So we just wanted to give you two different options with sides to
Amazing.
go with this. Our turkey wings are ready now, and so we want to show you the end results and the plating of everything. But before we do that, I want to let you all know that this is going to be a quarterly segment with myself and my Aunt Sharon. This is my father's sister. So we'll be coming back at the fourth Sunday in July. So you will see this every 3 months. We're going to do it on a quarterly basis. 30-minute segment of Shanrae's Cooking with Aunt Sharon. And so if you have any suggestions, if you want to see a certain recipe or a certain dish cooked, please drop it in the comment section, and we will look at it and we will follow up and we will try our best to oblige. So, Aunt Sharon, is there something that you want to say before we pull out the turkey wings and start showing them the end results of Aunt Sharon's baked turkey wings?
Well, thank you, Shanrae. I will say that this has been most exciting and most exuberating for me to be able to come before each and every you just to share what I like to eat. And I just say that I hope that you enjoy. And as said earlier, we do look forward to coming back to be with you, to share with you in July. Thank you.
Yes, and let me tell you, when I say my Aunt Sharon could cook, she's a chip off the old block. My Nana, that woman knows she could cook, and Aunt Sharon picked that up from her. And so when I say whatever she's going to teach and show us, you're going to enjoy it. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go on and take out the baked turkey wings. Please bear with me. It's very hot, y'all. It's hot. Uh-oh. It is hot. Okay, and here we go. It is hot. As I shared earlier, I'm doing a lighter version. What I wanted to do was the rice, and I wanted to do the biscuits, and I probably would have made a little collard greens or some form of greens to go with it. Excuse me. And I'm going to turn this over. Woo. And I'm trying something new. I'm working with these. And they actually, the silicone gloves, they actually do work. So, and I'm not going to bring it over too because the pans are hot. They are very hot. So I'm going to remove the aluminum foil and I'm going to go on and plate it. Again, I chose slightly lighter side. I'm doing stuffed portobello mushrooms with not feta cheese, but it looks like it is it's a white cheese because I bought them pre-cooked, not pre-cooked, but pre-stuffed. And I said I think that would be a lighter option for today. Now, I am not, let me stress this, I am not a professional chef, but I do know how to cook.
Yes.
I know how to cook, and I do enjoy cooking. And so, and I can follow instructions very nicely. So,
yes,
and it's always a pleasure cooking with my Aunt Sharon.
Pleasure.
So please, those that are professional cooks and chefs, please forgive my plating. It may not be the best, but charge it to my heart.
Never.
Charge it to my heart.
All right. Anytime we do something, when we cook or do anything in love, it reached the zenith. So that's it. Love is the answer.
You're right. You are absolutely right. And I'm going to bring this over. Here. So this is, I'm going to put a little gravy. Again, I'm a gravy person. I have to put a little gravy in here. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is he's not really a gravy person, but he will take a little gravy. Can you all see this, the end results? This is the plate. Can you see that? And I'm going to ask Du, can you come and be the taste tester? So these are the stuffed portobello mushrooms, and I have asparagus and some plum tomatoes, roasted them, and this is the turkey wing. And
Mm.
I also prepared, this is water. I love, I'm detoxing and everything right now. So I
Mm.
prepared a fruit water. So I have my melons and my watermelon and cantaloupe and
Mm.
pineapple, and I have some grapes in there. And so, in order to give the water a great flavor, and to me, those people that drink juices and sodas, I'm not a soda drinker anyway. I don't drink a lot of juice. But this is a healthier option. I'm going to show it to you once again. I always do like a detox water or a
Mm.
flavored water with fresh fruit or even frozen fruit. It doesn't matter. I'm going to I would like to bring this over just a little bit so we can see the setting. And this is the setting. We're going to see if Mr. Owens likes the outcome of everything. I'm going to grab me a little water because I'm hot. All right, so we have our taste tester. Can you let the audience know?
Yeah, so I'm about to try this dish that my wife made, and Aunt Sharon directed us. So let's just see if it's good or not. Tomatoes here.
Mm.
He's so animated, right? So
That's
animated.
all right.
That's good. How'd you make the tomatoes? That's good.
Oh, I roasted them.
Roasted
I roasted
tomatoes.
them.
Mm.
Roasted, yes.
We got the
Mm.
asparagus here.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I think I need a napkin.
You have
So
one right
how'd you
there.
make the asparagus? How'd you make that?
No, I made the asparagus. She made different sides.
But how'd you make this?
Oh, I already told them. Yeah, I just roasted them.
I wasn't in.
Okay, I roasted them. You know, I put my vegetable seasoning, a little black pepper. You know how I do it, and a little olive oil. Little olive oil.
All right, cool.
Hmm.
They don't know how.
Mm.
They do. I told them.
Okay, all right. So what am I eating here? What is this?
Portobello stuffed portobello, cheese stuffed portobello mushrooms.
Mm.
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 I drizzled a little olive oil over those, and I did put a little of the again the same vegetable seasoning over that.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, good.
All right.
Now for the finale.
Now I'm trying to the turkey wing. All right.
They are tender. They're very tender.
Okay. That's what I like to hear. Yes.
Yes, they are tender.
Yeah. So tender, I'm trying to grab it on my fork and it won't even give
I have to use your fingers. Oh Lord.
That's good. I'm good.
Wow.
Excellent dinner plate. Thank you, Aunt Sharon.
Thank you. I am so honored. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Well, this is the end of our first segment of Shanrae's Cooking with Aunt Sharon. And we hope that you enjoyed this short 30-minute segment. We will see you at the fourth Sunday in July. July, I believe it's 27, but it is the fourth Sunday in July. We'll see you then for our second quarter, Shanrae's Cooking with Aunt Sharon. Enjoy and good night.
Good night.